Okay, today we're looking at lesson 9.6, use estimation with sums and differences. Yesterday and Monday we estimated quite a bit. Yesterday we did it by rounding numbers. Okay, so yesterday we rounded numbers. Today we're going to take that rounding and put it to good use with estimating. Okay, I can use rounding and compatible numbers to estimate sums and differences and solve problems. Now today they're calling that compatible numbers. What did they call them yesterday? What were they called? Do you remember? Friendly numbers. So friendly numbers are compatible numbers. Okay? That means they go well together. If you're compatible, you go well together. Okay? So on this Spark Your Learning, says Frida has $50 to buy a meal for her family of 4. What can she buy and about how much money will she have left over? Now, there is probably a combination of things that Frida could buy, but we're going to work this together and we're going to choose one way. Okay? So, let's look at our menu. Hamburgers are $7. Hamburgers are $7, hot dogs are $5, grilled cheese are $3, potatoes are $1, fruit is $1, and a drink is $2. Now, when you get a meal, what do you usually get? A main dish, right? Like a hamburger, hot dog, grilled cheese. Then you might get a side, and it looks like they have potatoes, fruit, and then you always usually probably get a drink. Okay? So what do you think we should start with? Should we start with our drinks because we know we're going to get drinks? Okay. Let's talk about, we have $50 and we have 4 people. So about how much could each person spend on their meal? $19. No, 4 times 19 would be... Okay. So if we did $10, then 4 times 10 is 40, right?
Or 25. Or 15.
Okay. But 15 times 4 is going to be 60. So we don't have $60. So I see that some people are still thinking, well, 19 times 4. Well, 4 times 20 is 80. Take 4 away, that would be $76. So that's a little big. Okay. Vivian, what are you thinking? Huh? 2 times 4? That's 8. Okay. So I think we're pretty good if we try to stay at $10. Okay. So let's look at what we would maybe do if we had $10. How much is the drink? $2. So let's put the drink down. Just put $2 plus. How about if we choose a side? We could either have potatoes or fruit, right? Could we have both?
Yeah.
Let's see if we can. So $1 for potatoes and $1 for fruit. Okay, now so we have $3 here. That means we have how much left to spend to equal our $10? What is 10 minus 5? Or 4? And we only have $4 here. 6. Okay, so if we look back at our menu, we have $6. Can everybody get a hamburger? No. Could everybody get a hot dog? Well, we have 4 plus 5 is 9, right? Okay. That's $9, and remember we thought we could spend about $10, right? Okay. So we said 4 persons at $10 a person would equal $40. Okay. So if they did a drink, a potato, a fruit, and a hot dog, how much money will Frida have left over? How much did she have to start with? $50. And we're saying she's going to spend 9 per, let's move that. Let's figure one thing before we do that. What is $9 times 4 people?
36.
Yep, that's one of our facts. $36, right? Okay. So now we have to figure out the question is, what can she buy? Which we figured that.
You can buy a drink.
She can buy a drink, a potato, a fruit, and a hot dog. Okay.
You can maybe buy another.
And that's going to cost her $36. So they want to know if she has $50. How much is she going to have left over if she does the meal that we did up there? So we're going to have to subtract here.
Maybe another.
We're not going to buy anything else. We're subtracting to see how much money she has left over. So she would have $14 left over. Maybe they could buy a snack later in the day. Okay? So Frida would have about $14 left. Okay, we've turned our paper over. We're now on page 262, the Build Your Understanding. And this one is going to ask us to round to estimate. Nick's father buys him a book, a sweater, and a pair of shoes. About how much money does he spend? How can you use rounding to estimate? Okay, so yesterday we rounded, right? Remember what the rule is if we round up or down? We go up. If it's, we'll show you. If it's less than 5, we're going to take that place down. Okay, so notice all of these are the tens, right? $45 for the shoes, $28 for the sweater, and $16 for the book. It says round each price to the nearest 10. So if we have 45, remember, if it's 5 or greater, we want to round to the nearest 10. So we circle our 4. Everybody should be doing this. Circle your 4 and underline your 5. The circled one is the place value we're going to round. The one we underline is the one that's going to tell us if we bump that place value up or down. So we said if it's 5 or greater, we're going to bump this up. So this now becomes what?
50.
And we don't put anything in. We put a 0 in our ones place, right? Because we're rounding to the nearest 10. So this was the shoes. So the shoes are now estimated to be $50. Okay? The sweater is $28. And they want us to round to the nearest 10. So we're going to circle the number in the tens place. So when I look at your paper, I should see all this. And we're going to underline the 8, hopefully. Okay? Now, is the 8 less than 5 or 5 and greater? So that, what's that going to do to our 2? A 3, right? Okay, and this was the sweater. Okay? Now, if you're having trouble rounding, you might need to draw your number line and place your number on there so you can see. But I think yesterday we all figured out the process. Okay? So how much are the shoes? Or the book, sorry. $16. Okay? We're rounding to the nearest 10, so we're going to circle the number in the tens place. We're going to underline the 6. Okay? Vivian, can you tell me if 6 is 5 or greater? Like, is it 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9? Yes, it's greater than 5, right? So that's going to make our tens place go to what? 1 more. So 1 more than 1 is 2. So the book is about $20. Now, it says about how much money does he spend? How can you use rounding to estimate? Well, we just showed how we use rounding to estimate.
100.
Now, what are we going to do? How are we going to figure out how much money he spent?
100. No, 30 plus 20, and then that equals 15.
What operation it says? What operation are you using?
This.
Addition. We're going to add all those together to find out how much he spent, right? Okay. Estimate the amount Nick's father spends. Show your thinking. Okay, so we're going to add all these monies together. Okay. So $50. That was for the shoes. And then $30 was for the sweater, right? And $20 is for the book, and we're going to add that together. We have zeros in the ones place, right? So 0 plus 0 plus 0 is 0. So we're going to have a 0. We're going to have a dollar sign here. Now, can we add 3 plus 2?
Yeah.
So we could have put parentheses in here. That would have helped us, right? Yeah. 3 plus 2 is what? 5. Plus 5 more is?
10.
So
100.
About $100. Okay? Will the actual amount that Nick's father needs be greater than, less than, or equal to the estimate? Use the rounded numbers. How do you know? Okay, so we're going to have to do what? Who can tell me? How are we going to know if he's going to spend more or less?
We have to add the numbers that we got.
We could do that, but could we look at this and say, well, 45 is $5 less than what we figured he would spend.
Yeah.
And 30 is $2 more than what he would spend, and 16 is $2 more. So how much more is this? $2, right? And this one is $4 more. Okay? So we could add that to get that we overestimated $6 right there, correct?
Yeah.
And then we overestimated how much here? $5. So we could have had plus 5 out here. And that would make that be what? Not cents, but
11.
right. 8 plus, what is this?
That's a dollar.
That's my dollar sign.
Oh. Yeah, I really made it.
You never did estimate anything to be 80, so I'll try and make a better dollar sign. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we can know that 5 plus 2 is 7, plus 4 is $11. Okay. Now we're going to go back. So to me, we showed how we got that. Okay. So it says, will the actual amount that Nick's father needs be greater than, less than, or equal to? Well, we know our estimates are over, right? By $11. So here, the amount Nick's dad spent is going to be less than our estimate. So we can say less than. You should be able to read this. Our estimate. Okay. And how do we know? Each number was, ooh, that W is kind of funny. Let's try that again. Each number was rounded to a